Hello. Combat here. It's that time of the week again when we're going to look at 10 decks. Because it's a new season, I've scoured Twitter, YouTube, streams, everything, to find 10 interesting decks that got week 1 infinite, so that you can have a wide choice of decks to pick from, and hopefully get week 1 infinite yourself if you already haven't, or if you want some decks to climb. Anyways, let's get into it. The first deck is just a Hawk list. Sorry. I believe this was Dara's list, something like that, I think. So it's a lot of ongoing. You've got Ravona and Zabu to reduce the cost. You've got a lot of low power stuff like Hawk, Mystique, Black Widow, Iron Man. All get reduced by Ravona. Zabu also reduces Darkhawk, Moon Girl, Miss Marvel, Iron Lad, right? Quinjet in here as well, so that you can get a cheap Moon Girl off. And then and then have everything else cheap, right? So if you got everything down, if you had Quinjet, Zabu, Ravona down, and you Moongirled, you'd have a 1-cost Darkhawk in your hand and a 2-cost Darkhawk. Like, that's crazy. You get Iron Man down to 2 costs with it. No, 3 costs, right? Yeah. It's pretty wild. You can get some wild turns in here. Okay. Deck number 2 is this Black Knight junk type deck, which is very interesting. You got Black Knight with Ebony Blade. The card just got buffed this week. If in case you didn't know, it's now ongoing. Can't be destroyed and it can't be power reduced. So it's only weak to what, Enchantress and Rogue, stuff like that. I think. Shadow. We've got the junk package, right, of Horde, Sentry, and Eyeless. And then obviously you've got the discard to hit on the Ebony Blade, on the Infinite, and Ghost Rider to bring it back. Number 3 is just a Hella list. They just happen to be next to each other, the discard decks when I found them. So a little bit of discard. This is also running Black Knight, but it's less important in this list. Like, it's just an extra win, right? If you get it down and you can discard a big card, it's just an extra card, right? It's not that important. You got Lockjaw to cycle and stuff like that. So number 4, just like this kind of Buffy, Surfer, Sebastian Shaw list. I ran something similar like this, like day 1, and climbed a hell of a lot. Pretty much got infinite with a list like this, but I wasn't running Absorbing Man. I think I was running everything else. Might not have even had the Brood in my list. So the idea here is you kind of want to play your buff cards. You've got like Nova, which if you put down Daken's blade thing and destroy everything with Killmonger, you can buff them all up, and then Surfer comes in. You can actually get quite a lot of power out in the last turn with this type of deck. It can get a little wild at times. Next up is like a Shaw Destroy list. It's a bit weird, but interesting. It's an interesting take. Like, Destroy's kind of been stuck in a situation where it's good, but nothing really changed, right? Nothing's changed in the list much, right? You got X-23 and you got Nico. Right? Everything else has kind of just stayed. So the idea of this one is you kind of just got buffs. You don't draw Deadpool, you can buff Shaw some, and then you got Zola to switch it over, or you can eat it with Venom and then Zola and stuff, right? You got these options now. It's kind of it's I'm not sure if it's better than the Destroy. It's probably not better than just straight up Destroy, like the standard list, because X-23 can do some serious work, and you kind of can't fit her in here, or you could, but then it kind of ruins the deck a little bit. So yeah, give it a go if you like Destroy. Next up, another Sebastian Shaw list. I think it's new card, new season, right? A lot of people use Shaw to climb with, and I wanted to show more Shaw decks because it's a new card. It's a fun card, and I feel like more people get the Battle Pass and get a new card, so showing the Season Pass card and more different type of ways you can play the card, give more people more ideas so they can think of their own decks or just play a Shaw deck that they like and have fun with. So this one is just an ongoing stuff. So you've got Forge, Okoye, you know, stuff like that. Ironheart, you get Shaw in here, and then you've just got like the full-on Wong package with like White Tiger, Black Panther, Zola Odin, Iron Lad, stuff like that. So you've got this small package that you can win with, like this buff type stuff, and Shaw. Then you've got the big standard reliable, well, I don't say reliable, but you know, that package, that ongoing, that on reveal package. Next up, we've just got a Phoenix Force, because Phoenix Force finally got fixed a little bit, right? The copies can now move, so you can get a little wild out here. This is I put out a Phoenix Force list this week, I believe, but it's a little different from this. I didn't have these buffs in here, right? I didn't have the Deadpool and the Doctor Strange and Shabazz. So the idea is you've kind of got multiple ways to win. I went with a Nimrod style. You can go Nimrod. So you've got Nimrod to try and win. But this is on the Deadpool side, right? But your idea is you just kind of want to rather get a big multiple man or a big Deadpool. Then you kind of destroy everything. And if you can play on the last turn with Deadpool, Taskmaster if you want. Or you can just... you've got the Phoenix Force win. You can obviously Venom into stuff with Taskmaster. Doctor Strange to move stuff around for when you Phoenix Force multiple man to get more copies. There's a lot of play options. It takes a while to get used to a deck like this because you think how easy it is, right? You're going to think, oh, look, it's Forge into multiple man, into a Destroy, into Phoenix Force, move around. But the times you're going to get that are very small compared to how much you're going to play it, so you need to learn other ways of winning with that deck. Anyways, the next deck is... what's this? This is a Sandman list. It's very interesting Sandman list. I've just seen this as one. This is one of the few lists I actually haven't tried. I've tried every other list, I think. I believe so, yeah. Other than this one. This is the one I haven't tried yet. It's interesting because you want to get your cards out and you've also got this Sandman, which can ruin people, right? If you get a Sandman down to counter their like Sarah, stuff like that, it's pretty good because, right, let's say you don't even draw your ramp, right, and you go Marvel on 4, Sandman on 5, you can Doom to grow the stuff, right? Or maybe you could play, I don't know, Man Thing in a Jeff, something like that, right? You've got plenty of options and it's just an interesting tech card, Sandman. Number 9 is kind of just a silky smooth type move deck. With Arrow a little bit buffed now. You just bounce around some werewolf. You've got plenty of move cards. Get a big Craven, get a big werewolf. You've got Shang-Chi to punch anything that's scary. Obviously, you've got ways to move their cards with Polaris, Arrow, Magneto, Spider-Man. Spider-Ham to affect their hand. There's plenty of plays. Fun deck. And the last deck for the week is another Hawk list, but this is like a Moon Girl Hawk list. This deck has some crazy plays. I played around with this a little bit when I seen it earlier in the week. Like, if you can get your Quinjet down to 1, Zabu on 2, into like a Moon Girl with like Darkhawk or She-Hulk in your hand, something like that, even Miss Marvel, right? You can get like some crazy turns. Well, let's say you've got 2 She-Hulks in hand, 2 Hawks, and you've got a Sunspot down or something, right? You skip 5, get a free She-Hulk, a 1-cost She-Hulk, some cheap Hawks, you throw everything down, so much power, it's wild. Anyways, that's it for today's video. Hope you enjoy it. If you don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll catch you tomorrow for another video. Peace.